welcome back to another video in my channel. Today's video is about my plans for the upcoming seasons, autumn and winter. I have previously made a video where I show you exactly the process how I go about on buying yarn online, which I will link it up here. And also I did show you in another video the opening of these yarns once I received them. So now it's time to show you what are my plans for them. Of course, some of them will be maybe not made, but we will see. I hope that at the end of the winter I will have done all the projects that I'm going to show you in today's video. Okay, so let's just not waste time, but let's just start with what are my plans for these yarns. Let's start first with this Simply ARAN acrylic, 100% acrylic yarn that I bought from Paintbox. My plans for this yarn is a wrap-up blouse. I do have a fabric wrap-up dress, so I thought why not make a blouse as a wrap-up. This is a kind of pattern that it is useful forever, it is always in fashion, and you know I do like to have timeless pieces which I can use like forever, they will never go out of fashion. So that is my plan for this yarn. Also in that note, because I'm anyway going to do the blouse, I'm thinking to do also a dress. For the dress I'm planning to use this Simply ARAN in this kind of amazing green, which I love. I'm in love with green this year, last year as well. Probably you have seen a lot of tutorials where I have used green. But I am planning to do also a wrap-up long sleeve dress with this kind of yarn. I'm going to use acrylic because it takes quite a lot of yarn especially to do a dress, to crochet a dress. So I don't want to spend a lot of money on using these very expensive fibers. So I'm going to use a Simply ARAN 100% acrylic, again from Paintbox yarns. So we will see how all this pattern it will come out, and this is again one of my patterns that I am planning to do for you. Another project that I'm planning and I do want so badly to make is an inspiration from Emma Hill, which is a fashion blogger, and I follow her on Instagram and also on YouTube over here. And she had, from last year I wanted this sweater, this oversized sweater, which was white with black stripes, but actually this year it is really in fashion, the opposite, black with white stripes. Anyway, I do love both of combinations, so I did bought enough yarn in white and in black, so I'm planning to do a very simple pattern for that kind of blouse, because I do want to use that, and it is again a timeless kind of sweater that I think probably I'm going to use it forever. So I am going to use Simply ARAN in this color for the main color, and for the stripes again Simply ARAN but in black. I did also bought a Simply Chunky yarn, which is chunkier than the Simply ARAN, and for these two colors again I have, and this kind of yarn, I have plans. For the Simply Chunky in vanilla, I do have a plan. I do want to make a cardigan. This is a cardigan from which I will follow a tutorial. I am in love with these oversized cardigans, and especially with the ribbing. So I am going to show you more in the future, but I'm planning to do this oversized cardigan. I'm not planning to do a pattern on my own for this because it really takes a lot of time, and I do want to do it as quickly as possible, but I will show you once the time comes what pattern I have used, so you can use the same pattern. So these are my plans for the Simply Chunky vanilla. And the next project that I am planning to do with the Pistachio Simply Chunky is again this cardigan, but short. And also I do want to use these huge bobble sleeves. I have seen the bobble stitch especially in the sleeves all over the internet, so I do want to have a cardigan with bobble sleeves. So I'm working on that too. I'm not sure, I don't think that I am going to do a pattern exactly for that, because you know there are so many patterns out there, so one more or one less of the same pattern, it doesn't make any big difference, and that takes a lot of time as well. So I'm planning to get the pattern from some other nice designer, great designer, and I'm going to use Simply Chunky 100% acrylic from the Paintbox to do this oversized balloon bubble stitch sleeves. I hope all this makes sense for you. Now let's move on a little bit on my ice yarns. Okay, so the last time I left you with the opening of these 3 amazing yarns over here from Ice Yarns, which actually these are fibers that are a little bit expensive because there are mohair, there is wool, a little bit mixed with acrylic, of course, but still they are expensive for me because I'm not used with these luxury yarns. So I do want to start and work with them a little bit more. The thing is that I am undecided between these 3 colors and these 2 yarns, because this is the same yarn but in 2 color and this is another yarn, and I am undecided. I do want to have fitted ribbing sweater because they are very in fashion right now, but I don't want to have the oversized one. I do want to have the fit one, the one that fits my body. I just don't know which one to use. So I would really love your ideas and opinions on this. So which one would you use? The green one, the pink one, well, pink, it's not exactly pink, but like, you know, in that family, or the beige one. I am in love with all these 3 colors, with all these 3 yarns, so I don't know what to do and which one to choose. I would love to hear from you. I will see if I'm gonna come up with a pattern by myself or I'm gonna use a pattern from some other designer. And also the last project that I do want to show you is again using the ice yarns, and this is a kind of yarn that I've never showed you here on my channel, but I bought this some time ago, probably 1 year ago or something. So I had plans for this to do a arm warmer. The arm warmers right now are very in, very fashion. The only thing is that I'm not the type of girl that use the arm warmers typical like Zara, that have that turtleneck over here and then the arms coming here. But actually what I'm planning to do is this very simple arm warmer using this material, which is 80% acrylic and 20% polyamide. And I do want to have with oversized sleeves. I do like to have these balloon sleeves, and of course I don't want the turtleneck. So that is my idea for this kind of design, that arm warmer that I do want to do. I actually saw what I want to do, but that is sewed in fabric, and I do want to do it with yarn. So that is my plan for this kind of yarn. Okay, you guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your ideas, your opinions in a comment section down below. I would love to hear from you if you enjoy this kind of format, this kind of videos. So I will do it twice a year. If you like to know what are my plans for the future and for the upcoming seasons, I would love to do a video for you. So thank you for watching until the end, and I will see you on my next one. Cheers!